everyone, welcome to class number 6 video. Today's class is a pretty short class, but there will be a class assignment and a quiz on pipe and diagrams, and I want to make sure we've got this pipe and diagram stuff down because I am seeing a few errors as your work comes in. So, this diagram here, and again my pictures aren't great, but there's 4 pipes in this diagram, N, O, P, and Q. Okay, we have different fittings in here. Again, my drawings, this is a TY, this is a TY, this is a Y, a 45, and a TY. And our Ys and TYs have a C measurement and a D measurement, and I've labeled them here, and on your sheets today, they will also be labeled. So again, with our pipe and diagrams, right, they gotta give us some information to start with. In this case, we're getting the horizontal, 4 foot 2 3/4, right, which is the same as 50 3/4 inches. Our vertical, which would be here, is 3 foot 10 1/4 or 46 1/4. Our offset is 18 inches, and we're dealing with 1.5 inch threaded pipe. I'm not going to go through every pipe here. We're going to go through 2. We're going to start with pipe N, which is the vertical. So that would be pipe N, center to center, would be 46 1/4. Now, to figure out end to end for N, we need a C measurement from a TY and a D measurement from a TY. And we have 2 different fitting allowance sheets for that. So the C measurement for the TY is 2.5 inches. The D measurement, is 1 3/4 inches. So remember, 2 different ways to get that total fitting allowance. I do it this way. 2.5 plus 1 3/4 minus 1. You're still taking that 1/2 inch thread in off each end. We get a total fitting allowance of 3 1/4. Okay? Some of you like to do it this way. 2.5 minus 1/2 plus 1 3/4 minus 1/2. We still get a total fitting allowance of 3 1/4 inches. So we're taking 46 1/4 minus 3 1/4. We would get 43 inches end to end. Right? End to end always has to be shorter than that center to center. And then I'll just go ahead and do pipe P here with you. We're given the offset. Right, and again, not really to scale, but 18 inches here to here, and it should be also 18 inches there to there. 18 times 1.414, 25.45, we would end up with 25 7/16 center to center. To figure out end to end for P, we have a C measurement from a Y and a 45. So the C measurement from the Y off my fitting allowance chart is 3 9/16. 45 is 1 7/16. So here I go, 3 9/16 plus 1 7/16 minus 1. We get a total fitting allowance of 4, or if you do it this way, 3 9/16 minus 1/2 plus 1 7/16 minus 1/2. We still get a total fitting allowance of 4. So 25 7/16 minus 4, we would get 21 7/16 end to end for P. Okay? So what's left there, you would still have to do pipe O, right? And you still have to do pipe Q. So we know what our horizontal is, right? It would be 50 3/4 minus an offset of 18 would give us pipe O center to center, and then you would carry on with a C measurement from a Y, you need to label that, and a C measurement from a TY and a D measurement from a Y. Up here, when we have pipe Q, right, we know what our vertical measurement is. Subtract off the offset would give you pipe Q center to center. Then you would take off for a 45 and a C measurement off a TY. Okay, so there'll definitely be one of these on your class assignment and your quiz for today. Okay, so here's the next pipe and diagram that's going to be thrown at you today. It's again both on your class assignment and your quiz. We have a 3-pipe diagram this time, pipes J, K, and L, looking for center to center and end to end for all 3. But here's the trick to this one. We're given pipe K end to end. Oops. What do we do here? So our very first step, we have to make that center to center before we can do anything else. The good news is, you know how to do it. We got a 1 1/4 inch pipe going on here, right? And we have a 45 on each end. So we're looking up our fitting allowance. And we get, it will be 1 5/16 plus 1 5/16 minus the 1 for the thread in. We still need to do the thread in. Total fitting allowance of 1 5/8. For those of you who like to do it this way. 1 and 5/16 minus a half, plus 1 and 5/16 minus a half, we still get a total fitting allowance of 1 and 5/8. Here's the key, instead of subtracting it off, because we want center to center, which is always bigger than end to end, we're adding that total fitting allowance on. Everybody got that? We add that total fitting allowance on. So we end up with 8 and 5/8 center to center, okay? And we were given end to end. Now, remember when we know the offset and we usually times it by 1.414, now we need to divide by 1.414, because now we know the measure here, center to center, is 8 and 5/8. And we need this piece here and this piece here to figure out those other pipes. So 8 and 5/8 divided by 1.414, we get this number here, right? We end up with 6 and 1/8. We just figured out 6 and 1/8 from here to here, 6 and 1/8 from here to here. So to get pipe J, we're taking 15 and a quarter minus 6 and 1/8 gives us J center to center is 9 and 1/8. Okay? Then to get L down here, we're taking 18 minus 6 and 1/8. We would end up with 11 and 7/8 center to center. Then you're just going to carry on and do your end to end the way you've always been doing it. So I am expecting big results here on both the class assignment and the quiz. Good luck.